Day 9. Hey! Turning this garden into a masterpiece.
Hard working men here, mate.
We've got Mark Sandals on the go. We've got, what else do we need?
Proper grafter.
Day 9. Making this garden feel fine. Day 9. Turning this garden into a masterpiece. And when I look inside my garden and I notice that it's dry, and I have to look these people in the eye, and I tell them it's day 9 of turning this garden into a masterpiece. And now, ooh, yeah, and it's day 9 of turning this garden into a masterpiece. And now, ooh, yeah. And when I look inside my garden and I notice that it's dry, and I have to look these people in the eye, I tell them it's day 9 of turning this old neglected garden into a masterpiece. And we're going to make some great progress today. We've got a few things we need to do to amplify this project and get it where it needs to be for the next stage. We've got 3 little planters on the edge. The earth needs removing and putting in those wheelbarrows again. Also, you'll see we've removed all the netting, we've cleared it all out. We're going to jet wash all of this out today and make it all nice. We're going to remove, this is one of the most horrible jobs, but we're going to take out this compost bin and relocate it. There's no bottom on it, there's flies everywhere. It's going to be disgusting. And I've even got Ronnie's help. Say hello, Ronnie. Hello. For the first few hours. So let's get it done. Let's keep moving on to the next stage. First step, empty these 3 trays into them wheelbarrows when I get them out the shade. Let's do it. Now, a planter of this size, which is this long, is going to be a lot more difficult to relocate than a smaller one that's only just one of those sections. So what I'm going to do is saw it into 3 so it's easier to relocate. Now Ronnie's going to put some of this earth in this planter here, which we relocated on day 1. See, I told you it'd come to good use. Chop chop then, hurry up.
Chop chop.
You look like you were made for gardening, babes. Nothing sexier than a girl with a shovel in her hand. There we go, that's another planter full, ready for some compost on top. There's a few potatoes in there, but we'll leave them in there in case they grow. Go on, whack it all in. Lift it up.
No.
Come on, I know you're strong enough.
Not.
There we go. Job well done. I love putting people to work. There we go. Another planter ready for a bit of compost and some new growing in there. Get in. So while Ronnie's doing that and carrying on digging and emptying that planter into these wheelbarrows, I'm going to tackle the disgusting job that we've been putting off this whole time of moving this compost bin. It's absolutely disgusting and full of flies, but it's got to be moved and relocated. It's going to be by far the most disgusting job we've done yet, but this is part of gardening. And unfortunately, you know, the compost hasn't broken down. It's just loads and loads of fruit flies. And as soon as I move it, there's going to be a swarm. So, so this, at least you can have a laugh at my expense now. So, God's sake. Now, I do know that there's no bottom on this, so I'm just going to try and move it just as it is and let everything come out on the floor. And there is definitely going to be a swarm of flies. So let's see. I'm not looking forward to this. Not looking forward to this. Whoa! Ah! Ah! They're attacking me! They're here! Jesus Christ, I've just screamed like a girl. That was not a nice job, and I only moved it about 3 foot. Honestly, I don't know whether them flies are very protective over that heap of compost, but they chased me all around the garden, bouncing off my head. Oh God, right. I wish you would have got that on video, me running off like a girl. Right, I'm going to attempt to move it again. That was absolutely disgusting. The flies bombarded me and chased me, so I'm going to try and move it now over there in its new forever temporary home. So let's try it. You ready, Ronald? Ah! That wasn't as bad. I envy people who work on farms and stuff. I don't know how you do it. That was hard. That's not even the disgusting part. Look at the pile down there. It's not the best lighting, but it's disgusting. Right, let's turn it around. We've got to put the stuff in yet. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. I think that's not a bad new home though, is it?
That's okay.
Out the way as far as possible from the food. Or would it be easier to just put it in this one? Yeah, I think it's going to be easier to put all that in there, innit? Oh God, I don't know. Or should we get the wheelbarrows empty and then put that stuff in the wheelbarrows and wheel it over there so it's as far away as possible? That'd be better, wouldn't it?
It's not getting done stood there.
No. So I'm thinking, obviously we've got these 2 planters, which we've just moved from there. That one's going to be empty too. So I think if we move these to their new homes, refill them with this soil, then we can have the empty wheelbarrows, and the empty wheelbarrows can be filled with that compost over there, the disgusting stuff, and then put into the new compost heap, which is over there. I think that's the best way of doing it. So let's find a new home for these 2. I'm just putting the bricks back in to anchor it to the ground, but this plant is really not in good condition, so we're going to do it up or fix it or something. It's just not priority at the minute. The priority is moving it to somewhere new, just temporarily, so that's why it's going here. So let's fill this one up. So just filling this one up with the dirt, just like the other ones that we've done. This soil seems pretty good quality. Seems like it's got a lot of ash in it, which would have been put in there to fertilise the soil over time. So we'll put that back in. You know, every time I do one of these videos, I say this is the last planter, the last bit of digging. And that's just seeming like it's never the case. There's always more planters and there's always more digging. Now, because that planter I was just filling isn't the best quality and this one seems better, we're going to put the majority of the earth in this one here, which will match that one there that I've just filled. So we've got a couple of wheelbarrows and it's just about getting this dirt into there. We're just putting some bricks in the bottom to anchor it to the ground and to keep the lining in place. So yeah, let's fill that one up. Oh yeah, that looks like good soil, doesn't it? Now, while Ronnie's doing that, I'm going to clean up this area. So we've got some reminiscence of where those planters were here, and then we've also got the horrible big pile of composting avocados and fruits and stuff down there, which is disgusting. So this is mainly ash here and weeds and stuff and everything else and bricks. I'm just going to put all the stuff that's crap into these wheelbarrows and then relocate it into that composting heap down there. This is not a nice job, so I'm going to try my best to get it done because I want to start jet washing. That's the fun part. Now, when recomposting this compost material, I'm going to mix it with soil and dried leaves to give it a better chance of breaking down with the organic matter. Now this is the horrible job. This definitely ranks as one of the most disgusting jobs I've ever done. So we've got these 2 wheelbarrows which are full of the composting, decomposing fruit. And we're going to put it back in there in some kind of layers, like leaves, soil, fruit, leaves, soil, fruit. So it actually has a better job of decomposing and breaking down, because just piles of fruit, it just attracts too many flies and takes too long to turn into compost. So we've got a pretty much an empty bin, and we're just going to try and put it in properly this time. Missed. Right, so we are moving forward. Obviously this is a disgusting, messy job. Down in the corner, see, this is where the compost heap was. You'll see there's loads of reminiscence of rotten fruit and different stuff, and this absolutely, I wish we had smell-o-vision, because this absolutely stinks, right? Horrible job. But we've cleared it out, a lot of it, like the bulk of it's gone. We've got to clean it, and obviously we've got the jet wash, which we're going to be able to clean that down with. We've also got to jet wash the floor. I tried a patch there, so I'm going to start at this side, and I'm going to slowly jet wash this whole square, just the actual square, or just the space, including that corner that's disgusting, into this, and then see the difference between that and the rest of the floor, to see if we can see if it's done a good job. Once we've done that and we know what flooring we're working with, then we can obviously look at the next steps and everything like that. So yeah, let's jet wash. Right, let's see if we can get this floor clean. What I'm doing here is just sweeping out any of the crap that's loose on the top, just to make our life a little bit easier with the jet washing. So there we go, we've got a pretty clean starting point now. We've got the metal frame, and then everything is pretty much swept out that's loose. There's a few leaves and stuff, but the jet wash should get that up. So it's about making this, because you can't see the difference between that floor and that floor right now. So I want to see a clean square where we're going to build this kitchen, and that's the next job. So it is working, but it's taking a hell of a long time. You can see just about where I've cleaned. So it is working, and it's actually bringing up a lot of damage that's in the floor. Can you see that? So what was happening is moss over time has grown into those gaps in the concrete, and then the moss was obviously making it look a lot more flat than it actually is. So yeah, we're gonna have a look at the floor. Once we've cleaned it fully, we're gonna have a look. But as you can see, that is looking a hell of a lot more clean than that. So you can see the difference. Jet washed, not jet washed. like I say, I didn't realise the extent of the damage, but you can see that there's huge craters in this floor, and it's only once jet washed that we've seen how bad that damage actually is. So I think I'm going to keep going. I don't think it's the jet wash that's damaging it. I just think the floor is fucked. So excuse my French. So yeah, so we're going to keep going, and once I've done the whole area, like I can't possibly video the whole thing, otherwise I'd be here all day. Just the jet washing alone is definitely going to be a multiple day job, because I want to get it perfect, especially if we want cleanliness and everything else in this kitchen area. So yeah, I think day 10 and maybe even day 11 is just going to be full jet washing, but I'll try and keep you entertained along the way. You see it?
Yeah.
We tried to write Project Derby, whether you can see that or not, I don't know. So there we go. We've done a lot of jet washing around the area. You can see the difference there between the bit we have done and the bit that isn't done. So it is working, it's just slow going and it's going to take a while. I'd say 2 or 3 days and we're going to have this whole area cleaned out on there. So that's where we are. We're going to pack up for today. And then tomorrow, just going to come back and carry on jet washing and just keep going. And the whole of day 10 is probably going to be jet washing, but I'll try and make it good for you. But yeah, now we're going to pack up. You can see the difference. So yeah, pack up time and then more jet washing tomorrow. So follow this page to see what happens next.
Oh, yeah.
I want to dedicate this song to everybody in the garden.
Hey.
I want to dedicate it to Mark Marley Mark on the tambourine,
Yeah.
on the keyboard,
Yeah.
and Tommy Lee on the brush.
Get up.
Day 9, I'm making this garden feel fine. Day 9, I'm making this garden into a masterpiece. And when I look inside my garden and I notice that it's dry, and I have to look these people in the eye, I tell them it's day 9. It's turning this garden into a masterpiece. Oh yeah, and it's day 9. I'm turning this garden into a masterpiece. Oh yeah, and when I look inside my garden and I notice that it's dry, and I have to look these people in the eye, yeah, 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 I tell them it's day 9. Hey, turning this garden into a masterpiece. And oh yeah, well it's day 9. And turning this garden into a masterpiece. And oh yeah, and when I look inside my garden and I notice that it's dry, and I have to look these people in the eye, I tell them it's day 9. And turning this garden into a masterpiece. And oh yeah, it's day 9. Turning this garden into a masterpiece. And oh yeah, day 9 of turning this old leggett. Day 9 of turning this old neglected garden into a masterpiece.
Day 9, it's in my fucking mind. Honestly, I swear to God, we might actually get somebody to ring and say, that's a really catchy song, can we do something with it? Yeah, of course you can.
Sony Records, yeah.
Advert or something, advert, you know?
Yeah.
These are the people in the garden.
I'd like to dedicate this song, everybody in the garden.
People in the garden.
Yeah.